Bust down rolling for the hell of it. It's my time to shine, spotlights is my element. Fuck a plain Jane, don't insult my intelligence. I don't plan on selling it, so I don't see the relevance. You niggas having pawn shop nightmares. I'm light years ahead of niggas, even on a light year. Dom Perignon stain the laces of my night ears. Born poor, but I'ma die rich, nigga, life's fair.
Everything, you know, everything was all around me, man. School was just there, you know what I mean? I reported when I could.
When I could.
Yeah.
When you wish to. Nah, I know what you're saying. Like,
That's how it was.
School
I got
2
kicked
blocks
out of
from the
Wingate for
crib.
the same thing. I come to school.
Right.
Shit like that. So,
I used to go to school to hustle.
Yeah, well, they ain't kicked me out at that point. They just put me in the program Operation Success.
Right.
I got kicked out after that for some other charge. You know what I'm saying? I got a assault. It was a felony actually too, because it was a school officer. So I got an assault charge there, and you know, I got probation. I ain't get remanded or locked up or nothing. I did a little weekend in jail. Matter of fact, I had on my profile jacket when I got locked up.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
So let me guess. He was talking to you a certain way because you had a rap career?
Well, see, he was brand new and didn't know who I was.
I hate when that
But
happens.
the fact is, I was on my way to class anyway, and he tried to stop me and play tough guy. I think he came into school to clean up the school, like, you know, a new security team. But we still had the old security team, but he must have been the new head of security.
Right.
So he came and approached me like, yo, where you going? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm going to class, man. What's the problem? You know, I didn't even know who he was. I'm like, who this dude? But I knew all the security. They knew me. They knew me by name. I used to be like, I'm going to the store. Y'all need anything? You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit.
Right.
And but I didn't know him. He was new. And he put his hands on me. And all I did was really back him up off me, let him know, yo, don't touch. And then he was like, oh, you're going down. What the fuck is wrong with you? You touch me.
Right. They provoke you.
Yeah, they provoke you.
For you to do
Yes.
something.
That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of times we don't really understand what be happening to our children out there, but they prey on black teens.
Fuck your
minority
whole record up.
teens,
Yeah.
Black and brown teens, man. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? The police actually fuck with our children.
Yeah.
Right.
And they get in trouble, and we think our children out there misbehaving. And 9 times out of 10, man, they being targeted, man.
That's
you
right.
know?
Provoked.
Yeah.
And I've been through it. I've been through it numerous times. Like, I actually I've been arrested like twice before my record even came out. You know what I'm saying? Just living in the hood.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Brooklyn shit. I think everybody
Right.
from Brooklyn, if you grew up in Brooklyn, you was targeted by a cop, you was harassed, you was pulled over for no apparent reason.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not a Brooklyn thing, is what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
everywhere.
That's
everywhere.
everywhere throughout
Minnesota, Atlanta, New York, anywhere you go, it's like that.
So all you feel like
the
all
cops
blacks
used to
look
ride
alike?
through my hood and be like, "Popo up, bees down."
What the hell that mean though?
Cops up.
Cops
Popo
up, bees down.
That sound like some gang shit though.
It was.
They
What do you
was.
think they are?
It was.
What do you think
The
they
gat
are?
is lit right now.
No, I'm
bro.
not. I said
Gat
it
is
sound
lit
like
right
some
now,
gang
bro.
shit, but I'm not lit. I know what I'm talking about, niggas.
Gat is
It sound
lit
like
right
some
now,
gang
yo.
shit right now.
That's how they operate too. Too many of them.
Two arrests before your record drops.
Are you
Yeah, I
sure
got-
that guy didn't know who you were? Maybe he just
Nah, he
provoked you
ain't know.
'cause
He was
thought you
new. Nah, he was new in the school. New security, head of security. Because when he called the other security, they came and they was looking around like, where he at? And then when he pointed at me, they was like, Ed? Like, you know, they was like, what? Because they know I ain't out here trying to wild out. They know what I do. I was like the mayor. You know what I'm saying? I had mad love from everybody, security, faculty, staff, all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They love the kid. So, you know, he was new and had no love or knowledge of what he was getting into. So he, you know, pressed me, held it against me. They took me down. I, you know, did my little central booking or whatever, came out. And then they gave me a superintendent suspension. So they kicked me out of Erasmus. And then they put me in Tilden, Samuel J. Tilden, which was the next closest school.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's in Flatbush too, right?
Yeah, just on the other side, a little further away.
Right.
I could have walked to Erasmus, but I had to take the bus down Church Ave to get to Tilden. And I got in there and same shit. Got arrested in there and police brutality.
Damn.
The man handcuffed me in the office and fucked me up, like swole my shit. And then when we was in the squad car going back to the precinct, I started threatening them like, yeah, all right, good. I'm glad you got your shit off, but we gonna see how this work out. And then he basically threatened me and was like, look, you could talk shit and go back to the same judge and go to jail. Because he probably read my report, seen what was going on. That's the only reason he would have did what he did. He did what he did.
Right.
And then he was like, you can run your mouth or you can get the fuck out and go home and shut the fuck up.
Damn,
And we was a block from my house. I was like, man, let me out this car, man.
That's how it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
They'll beat you up and then send you home.
Yeah.
Instead of
I was
locking
like,
you
let
up.
me out the car, man. And I just walked a block to my house and went home early.
Don't let them niggas chase you and catch you though. And they so you run
Nah,
from them
I
niggas
ain't
and they
run.
catch
I
you.
don't run, man. I don't run from
And they
nobody.
catch you, that's an ass whooping.
We don't do no running.
That's a fact.
So that, but the first time I had on my profile jacket, went through the system, central booking and all that. And had on my profile jacket, my Son of Lava Dome Nikes. That's when I used to wear Nikes. You know what I'm saying? And I was fresh in that motherfucker.
But you don't wear Nikes no more.
Nah, I don't fuck with it.
There's a reason why?
The reason is because when I was on top of my game, we tried to get an endorsement deal with Nike.
Right.
And they informed us that they don't endorse entertainers, only athletes. But they sent us a shitload of clothes. Like, we gonna wear clothes for free. I'm gonna advertise you for free. So I wore a couple pair of J's while they lasted or whatever, but after that I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't buy none of that shit. Nah, bro. And since then, things have definitely changed. They more so respect artists and the value that we add to their brands.
Right.
And you can see it in every brand. Every brand has artists and rappers involved. But back then they didn't entertain it. So
Travis, Kanye, it's a couple artists.
Drake.
Or
So is this another first? Were you one of the first people to go try to get a shoe deal?
Well, I don't know, but I was because Run DMC had Adidas.
Facts.
Yeah, they
Facts.
did.
But I was
your
probably
man MECC.
probably the first nigga to get denied. Fuck it. That's the first nigga to get denied.
But you know the story behind how Russell got that deal with Adidas though, or what he did at Madison Square Garden.
Nah, what'd he do?
He purposed so they invited the marketing people from Adidas to come to a Run DMC concert
then
at
they
Madison
performed
Square.
my Adidas?
And they performed it and had everybody in the motherfucking stadium holding up their shoe.
See?
And that got them their deal after that.
That'll do it.
I read that in Steve Stout book, The Tanning of America.
You know about that,
that's-
MECC?
That's strategic.
I've heard that story
Yep.
before.
Oh, okay.
Definitely heard
That's
that story.
strategic. Well, they already had Adidas, and we was trying to go for something else. I guess.
I got you.
You know, my management, they tried it.
He said I was the first one to get denied.
Yeah.
all right, so the record comes out. You in Tilden at this time? Or?
Yeah, when the record came out, I was in Tilden. I recorded it and all in Erasmus. I got the deal in Erasmus. Had the profile jacket and everything ready to bust out.
How
The
old?
whole school knew too. At that point, I was 15 going on 16.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
And he had it made.
Youngest in charge
Yeah,
for
they
real.
made-
Yes. So by that time, when I signed the deal, I was probably just turned 16 by
Did your
then.
parents have to be there and everything? 'Cause you're a minor?
Absolutely. That
What did
was
your
part of the
parents
whole
think
process.
about this?
Well,
all
see,
this?
my parents are straight from Jamaica, right?
Right.
They came here for a better life. So they knew working hard and saving and working and, that type of thing. So they didn't really too much understand the music industry at all. It was really like, all right, well, we hope everything works out.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's cool, but
Right.
get a job.
Right,
eventually.
school, education, you know, this, that, and the third. And I believe that too. I was trying to get my education, but they was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? But it ended up popping off. I knew that when I got to deal with Profile, I knew they had Run DMC already. They had Dana Dane already. They had Rob Bass already. I think they just got Rob Bass or whatever. Anyway, they had success.
Right.
So that's all I needed to hear. Run DMC, oh, sign me up.
Right.
Because all I need for you to do is make me as famous as you made Run DMC. Give me as much radio as Run DMC got.
So
And
you
I'll do
didn't
the
finish
rest.
school after that?
Yeah, I was trying to, but I was already a truant, and I went to the guidance counselor with my parents, at least one of them, and I was like, you know, I'm having some success, I'm making some money.
Too lit right now. I can't do it.
Nah, I said, can I get a tutor
Right. Oh,
so
wow.
that I can make up my work, or maybe possibly take a tutor with me on the road when I'm traveling?
Right.
And they basically hated on me. They was like, nah.
What
It's
grade
like-
was that?
That was 12th grade. There was like, as a matter of fact, if you miss one more day, you ain't gonna graduate on time. So I was like, on time. So I was like, all right, what's up with this GED? And they said, well, you can do that. So I did that. They had a class, and I went to the class where they took some preliminary exam. And then I took the exam, and they told me I could just take the test. I don't need the class. So I went and took the test straight, passed that shit straight. I mean, I was never no dummy. I just ain't really like wasting my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I took the test and got my GED early before I was anticipated to graduate.
Shout out to that, because I got my GED too.
Hell yeah.
My GED
Hey, I got my
in prison.
GED too.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
still got it. It's
Same
somewhere in the
GEDs count.
crib. Yeah, it's
GEDs
somewhere in
matter.
the crib.
That shit
They
count.
gave
You
me
get a college
honors and
with
all types of shit. I never went to go pick it up though. 'Cause I was like,
That's what I'm saying. It turned me off. The whole process turned me off, man. You know, just from how they handle me in school, leading up to one school to the other school, to the, you know, how they let the police and all that shit transpire.
You just wanted
Because
to be
they
done
did
with
that.
that shit.
Yeah, man. I'm like, get me the fuck away from there, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're a gifted student in this school with no one around to take advantage of it or nurture that and push it forward. Guidance counselors, teachers, principals. Nobody saw any kind of spark in you?
Nah, well, let me tell you, the guidance counselor is the one that called the police the second time when he fucked me up. Like, he's the one that called the police because he did the same shit to me. Where you going? I'm just new in the school. I'm like, yo, I'm going to class. Where's your program card? I don't know. Let me get to my class. No, da-da-da. And then he
Aggressive
start,
for no reason.
yeah, the energy exchange. He want to go call the police now.
Isn't that the opposite of what a guidance counselor
Bro.
is supposed to do?
I'm telling you,
Like the complete opposite?
Did any one of them try to reach out when they seen your success though?
The greatest feeling in the world was holding my own gun. I'm hypertensive, but all my decisions been wholesome. My independence had me flipping on siblings I stole from. Said I'm just big and loud. Well, £0.5 pound is my silent treatment. I punched out plugs I could have stopped from eating.
Stash of the product, shy nigga got a gun in the mask in the grass, it's a pop-up. I was Robin Hood with the stock, don't get shot up. Now I'm watching Robin Hood in my stocks, they just shot up.
Now you can either accept that or you can get to work. That's all it is. You just